in so long.
I wonder how this night will be. The apple does not fall from the tree. She said I almost died a week ago. I lost my way, I thought I'd let you know.
So this morning we decided to take a little hike. There's a really cool lighthouse at the top of the hill and we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, you can see it from the anchorage. It looks pretty neat. And we found this little trail and everyone keeps telling us that this is the way to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're gonna keep going. Hopefully we'll find it. It's only for short people though. This trail
I don't
has
have
a lot
to
of
duck. I'm just like this.
Wait along the corridor. Some would say they've seen me here before. Do we need to go this far? We do know who we are.
So everything on this island seems very dry and very pokey. The trail's kind of like worn down from the goats and the people walking, so it's smooth, but everything else is like sharp and barbed and dry and spiky. It's not very welcoming.
Can we make this even better? Somewhere close about. Ooh, let's find out.
I guess way up here, the wind and salt water from the ocean's really done a number eroding all the bricks. It's kind of weird. Some of these, I guess, were kilned hotter or dried more, and then some of them are a lot softer and they're just getting eroded away. It's kind of a really cool texture though. Well, I didn't see a sign saying you can't climb up here. And the stairs are pretty solid, so here goes nothing. It's really cool though. Ooh, bunch of wasps. Holy shit. Well, the stairs for the last little bit look pretty rough, and there's a ton of wasps up here. So I'm gonna head back down before I get stung. But the view's amazing. I wish I could have made it all the way to the top, but it's just a little too sketchy for me. The view up there was amazing. I wish I could have made it all the way to the top.
Back in the days, this lighthouse used to mark this island, Culebrita, for all the sailors and voyagers passing by. But over the years, it got damaged by erosion and the salty air. So they built a new lighthouse, a new platform that's very more modern. It's basically a concrete platform with a metallic structure on it.
Behind me is Culebra. Right behind that is Vieques. Over here, it's so clear that you can see St. Croix, which I think is about 50 miles away. And then over here is St. Thomas. The question is, which one we're going to go to next? We don't really want to go back to Culebra just because we've been there. It's right there, you know, we've already seen it. But we need to upload a video, so depending on what the wind is doing, we'll either do Vieques, St. Croix, or St. Thomas. We'll see. It's amazing how close they are. It just blows my mind that there's like... And then behind St. Thomas you can see all the British Virgin Islands too. It's really cool. So, which island do you want to go to next?
I don't know. Originally we wanted to go to Vieques because not a lot of cruisers go there, and we're almost kind of attracted to that aspect of some islands. But
Kind of feels like going backwards,
kind of feels like we have to go backwards, yeah. So I don't know, either we keep moving forward and go to St. Croix. Not a lot of cruisers go there either, which it's not that far and it's amazing. Or we go to St. Thomas, that's right there.
The wind is coming out of southeast for the next couple of days, which means St. Thomas should be an easy sail.
Yeah.
So we might just do that. Ow! It took my hat off! I told you it was worth coming up here.
Wow.
I think it's crazy to realize that about 25 miles to the west of here is the Puerto Rican rainforest we were messing around in a couple of weeks ago. And here it's all desert. It's dry, there's cactus, there's lizards, and we're not that far away. It's only 20 or 25 miles. And it's a completely different climate. It's really weird.
Dan, check this out. So, I was walking with my shoes, and I know I don't have my hiking shoes. I just didn't know it was going to be like this, but I was walking with the shoes and I felt something poking. I'm like, ow, it's something on my foot. It went like through my sandals.
Ow.
It was poking on the other side.
Is this why we're not supposed to hike in flip-flops?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just going to be rocks, so I didn't bother. Goodness, look at that.
And despite the lack of shoes, we couldn't resist to keep going. Every walk we would climb would reveal an extraordinary scenery. The mesmerizing motion and sound of the waves crashing onto the rocks lured us to venture closer and closer to the water.
Slippery.
Culebrita is such a small island that you can technically go visit everything that you need to see in one day. But we decided to stay a couple extra days so that we can really explore the place. And good thing that we're okay at rock climbing because, man, this place is amazing. So we found this perfect little spot where the water is extremely clear and it's protected by all the rocks, so the waves don't come smashing in, and it's not where people can actually see us, so it's a perfect spot to go and jump in. Today we are making brownies. It's been so long since we've used the ghost sun because it's been raining a lot in Puerto Rico, but finally the past few days it's been sunny, and so we had our brownie bag for a while just for this special occasion.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited too.
While those brownies are cooking, we're going to take advantage of the fact that we're on a morning ball, and I'm going to pull out our anchor chain and mark it so that we have a good idea of how much anchor chain we let out. It used to not be an issue because we had rope and it was spray painted, but with chain we haven't really had a good measurement system. So I'm going to tie loops of 550 cord, colorful 550 cord, around the chain every 10 feet so we know how much chain we're letting out. Problem with using lighters on a sailboat is it's almost always windy. So we've come up with pretty creative ways of blocking the wind. So I've been marking every 10 feet with a different color or a different pattern of this 550 cord, this string. So 50 feet is going to be pink, up to 50 feet, up to 100 feet is green, and then 100 to 150 is blue, and 150 to 200 is red. And that way when we're dropping the chain, we know just exactly how much we're putting out. Just made like a little chart trying to figure out like what string and what pattern goes where. But I've got about half of it done. And once it's all done, I'm going to put little drops of epoxy on the knots just to keep them together, but not epoxy the whole thing in case I need to cut them off, then it's still just string. It doesn't seem to get in the way of our windlass, and it seems to keep its color pretty well as long as the chain's clean, so should work for a while. It's also a Friday here in Culebrita, which means all of the power boats are here partying and drinking and having a good time. So we get like a free music show and dance competition, I guess. Smells super yummy. Oh, yeah, those are done. They look really good.
The brownies look so good.
Oh.
Look at this. It's just perfect. It's delicious. So it's our last night in Culebrita. Tomorrow morning we're heading to St. Thomas. We've been debating a lot where we would go, and I'm excited. St. Thomas is pretty, and I'm excited to visit. It's a new place for me anyway. But in the meantime, we're enjoying a nice, beautiful last sunset in Culebrita and a nice, yummy and beautiful ghost sun brownies. Cheers!
After 3 days in this marvelous island, we sailed over to St. Thomas, taking advantage of the sunny day to fix some pretty harsh tanning lines we recently noticed. Venturing around Culebrita reminded us that slowing down and taking our time always reveals little treasures in life that we wouldn't otherwise notice. So subscribe and come back next week when we check out the US Virgin Islands. Until then, cheers!